Hi, this is Carrie Cooper for Guitar Center's Focus on Rock. So they're known as that little old band from Texas. Of course, we're referring to ZZ Top. The lovable hairy trio have held the same lineup for over 40 years now, making them the longest running American rock band with no member changes, amassing global album sales of over 50 million copies. Commercial success aside, Billy Gibbons is considered one of the most influential guitarists of all time. So how did it all begin for the Top? And what has been their secret to their immense consistency throughout the decades? Well, it would probably be safe to say that Billy Gibbons' guitar story goes back as far as Christmas Eve 1963, when Santa stopped by with two amazing presents that marked a turning point in his life: a Gibson Melody Maker and a tiny Fender Champ Amplifier. From that day, he whiled many an hour away trying to learn licks from Little Richard, Muddy Waters and Jimmy Reed records. The stars aligned for Gibbons in June '68 when the Houston natives band of Gibbons, the Moving Sidewalks, opened for Jimi Hendrix's Texas tour. Impressed with young Gibbons' talent, Hendrix began spreading around his name as a hot and up-and-coming player. Jimmy Vaughan has fond memories of a friendly rivalry with Gibbons around the same time. Billy Gibbons is Bo Diddley's bastard son from 1956 Tour of Mars, he said. We used to have these guitar battles and he'd never admit that I won. The Moving Sidewalks dissolved a short time later, but not before Hendrix laid a pink 1958 Fender Stratocaster on Gibbons as a token of his admiration. ZZ Top's debut album, not so imaginatively named First Album, was released January the 16th, 1971 on London Records and established ZZ Top as a band bursting with skill, humour and attitude. As a genuine roots group, they sailed through their career with very few peers or reason to look outside of their immediate band. So, in this fickle and tempestuous world of band lineups and bust-ups, how did they manage to stay together and rock out in harmony for so long? Well, in Gibbons' own words, Dusty and Frank are my fearless compadres. They're great entertainers and amazing musicians. At a show, we never know what the other guy will be coming up with, and that can be a challenge, but it's pretty cool also. We just love to play and let our creativity flow. That's the main thing. Music is our passion. Now, even I'm surprised that we've got this far without touching on ZZ Top's beards. Guitarists Billy Gibbons and Dusty Hill have been wearing that signature look since the late 70s, while the group's drummer, whose name is ironically Frank Beard, prefers to maintain a clean shave. And despite a number of lucrative offers to shave off their facial hair, including $1 million on the table from Gillette, no dice, Gibbons said. Even adjusted for inflation, this isn't going to fly. The prospect of seeing oneself in the mirror clean shaven is too close to a Vincent Price film. A prospect not to be contemplated, no matter the compensation. This is Carrie Cooper for Guitar Center's Focus on Rock. You can shop for the greatest selection of music gear on earth in-store or at guitarcenter.com.